It was a lovely evening on the island of Sodor. I was pulling a very special express train. It was one of the first I haven't pulled in a very long time since the LBSC closed down. Phobias was leaving to go to the harbor with some coal wagons. "Take great care," said Percy. The coaches are very heavy." "A red wine," sang the guard, as he turned to a porter and shunted the final of the luggages into his vans. He then teleported and squad-aligned into his van, blew the whistle, and then I set off with the train. I made joyous time. I ascended Gordon's Hill with no trouble at all. The weight of the coaches didn't bother me that much because of my strength and poweridity. I soon made the ascentment. I roared as hard as I could. It felt victorious, but then the trouble began. The weight of the coaches ascended me and pushed against me down the hill. I became a runaway. I applied my brakes, but nothing happened. The driver and fireman tried everything, but to no avail. Even the emergency brake in the brake coach failed. The signalman at Meron saw me run away and sounded the alarm as I rushed by Tobias. I then ascended over the very viaduct. Tomas was getting a drink of water when he heard about the news. He was terrified. The signalman and Kronk set the switches so I could be into the runaway siding. I closed my eyes and braced for the impact. The coaches I was pulling rolled back away as the brake finally released and stopped. Thomas was terrified as I derailed off the track. "Are you alright?" "I need to go to the works. Please, send for help." "Ow," I said. Thomas did so, and signaled the breakdown train to come and rescue me at the very moment as all alarms were sounded. That night at the steamworks, I was being repaired, and Thomas came to visit me. "Thank you for saving me, Thomas. My very brother," I said. Victor and Kevin did all the repair work. I didn't suffer too much damage, only that my front buffer beam was a little bent, but not broken. "Well, Brendan, you'll do just fine in the morning. All you need is a little testing." "Same here." But then Sir Topham had arrived, and he came to see me and Tomas. He spoke to me in very kind, yet very polite tones, as expected. "Brandon, you did very well today despite your little accident with your express train. But I suggest for the next several days, maybe until you get your full strength back, probably pull some lighter trains. It's the best thing to do." "Thank you, sir. I will definitely do so, sir." "You're welcome, sir." "Of course, sir." Of course, Brandon. You don't need to address me a lot," and Sir Topham had teleported away. Everyone laughed. Thomas even laughed. Victor laughed. I laughed. Kevin laughed. Even Sir Topham had laughed as he teleported. I reflected on this very funny escapade. The next day, I was pulling the peanut butter coaches, the same coaches color as Annie and Clarabelle. "They're not peanut butter," said Thomas. Anyways, the 10 coaches, I should say. Man, it just reminds me of those days, eh, Thomas? "Oh, I know that," said Thomas. "Very." Phobias, who was in the sidings, noticed this, and asked the very question. So, Brandon, I know you're pulling those coaches, and Thomas, you have Annie and Clairvaux, but Brandon, did you used to have coaches of your own? I paused impressively. But then the guard blew and I had to go. Tell you later, Percy, I said, and I ran away. Yes, I thought to myself, I did used to have 2 coaches, but I did not know where they were. Not to this very day, at least. But that, of course, was a story for another day.